The Gen Z is coming here. So who do we have first? My generation, I also crossed, and I'm 70. So something say about 45, 50, right? Then you have something called millennials. Earlier, anybody who was slightly young used to say millennial generation. Now, of course, when you look at say 30 years or so, Gen Z, people who think differently, people who talk differently, why? It affects all of us. My son was, when he was getting married, he insisted, he said, you keep away. I'm going to decide whom I want to get married to. I said, what is this? We always consulted our parents because parents have been through 30, 40 years of marriage. So maybe the best person for himself. No, they want to decide themselves. So my wife used to tell me, leave them alone, Gen Z. So typical Generation Z, posting selfies, looking at impressions. I don't know if you allow your mobile phones in the classrooms, but they will see how many likes they got for the message. That's what they want to do. Yeah? These kind of kids. Screens, speeds, swipes, fast. Swipes, Tinder. The swipes will succeed. You heard of Tinder, I'm sure. How to get dates? Tinder, swipe, and then yes, right answer. The information is non-linear. Suddenly they want to know about when is the festival taking place, and then suddenly they want to know when is the exam. No line or no scheme. You are able to recognize the kind of students. I'm sure the students with you are doing exactly the same. Learn socially. That's why they want all these fests, festivals, programs, fun, tamasha. Want to interact and visual, right? If I just talk to them like I'm doing now, I think all of you perhaps are having classified you all millennials. You are more able to listen to what I'm saying. But this is essentially passive listening. What you are doing. Nobody's asking you a question, nobody's feeling uneasy, nobody's wondering when this will end. Even me, I'm going 70. I always look for how many slides, and then when I see the slide number going on, I normally say, oh my god, it's going to take so long to finish. Yeah? Low tolerance for passive listening. High tolerance for complexity. Oh, they're not scared of complex issues. Yeah? They will tackle it. They will solve it. It's not that they lack attention. I always used to get worried when I see them all talking to each other. First thing I said is get a mic. Lectures apart, if you want the practical thing, then just put the story. I get hold of their names, and whoever is talking, I ask them a question. So finally, after some time, when I ask, they say, I don't know. I say, it's fine, but try and answer. I'll come back to you. What happens? I teach at St. Joseph's, even now MBA, and the classes of 100, 120 people. So they're always talking. Somebody or other will be talking. But if I pinpoint and ask them a question, first is okay, second time okay, but then they give up. They just keep quiet. They listen. Okay, I think I made a mistake. I said they keep quiet. Whether they listen or not, I don't know. They don't lack attention. They're willing to give attention. But they're not interested. They want some different way. Right? All of you relating to my experience. Recently, I teach at 3 colleges, not the whole day, just an hour or two. At Kaveri College, at the Secretary Degree College for Women, and St. Joseph's. So I have a wide experience of dealing with Gen Z. So why is our lecture method not working? I think this is the same, I don't know if you will like that. It's the process of notes of the teacher becoming notes of the student without So, fine, teacher gives the notes, the student takes down the notes, but neither has really worked or thought or wondered anything about it. Information flow is one way. The theories which you talk about theoretically, I know you say Pascal's law, and then you start describing it. Who is Pascal? Who is interested in Pascal in today's 2025, 2026? But no, your lecture method says Pascal's law and you should fully define it and give examples and so on. You shouldn't surprise. In fact, since we are in SVIT, Professor Hola, he always used to say that the fault or the problem is with the lecturer, never with the student. If the students are not interested, there's something wrong with the lecturer is doing. The person who is delivering the lecture. One-way information, delayed relevance. They're studying now. What's the big point in telling them this is not, this will help you 5 years later, this will help you later on when you get a job. Students say, I don't care. Let me first get the job, then I'll write. First get the job. So that's how it's done. Then you keep having, instead of engaging with the problem, discussing the problem, you keep having exams periodically. Okay, you can't help it, you want to have it. VTU prescribes it. But why don't you see the matter with the student, himself or herself? Poor thing. She wants to engage in something that is relevant to her. Instead of that, what are you doing? Exam. First semester, second semester, first test, second test. Why should the student behave the way they are? I am a performer. I have to come and give a good lecture. The student is just a spectator. I am the performer, you are the spectator. That's it. But is that what is learning? Is that what she used a very good word, experiential learning and so on. Is that what is learning? Is that what you're actually trying to imbibe? My good lecture means I have to come and perform here. And the student just has to listen to me. Then you say, oh, wonderful. Good thing happened. None of the students stopped. Lecture went on for 1 hour. But what was the learning? What happened? Right? This is the big issue. The disadvantages of the lecture method? Hey, this is just stripping off everything. Positive learning is not there. One side, I don't know what way to discuss that. Okay, so we prescribe case teaching. What do you mean by case teaching? Realistic situations. Make them go through. Make them answer. And I'm going to do that to all of you because I'm talking about this, but I'm not following what I'm talking about. Yeah, you're also all listening to me as spectators. I'm delivering a lecture, right? They want cases and issues where there's not one right answer. You have several, which is what happens in life, right? What is my career after my MBA? There's no one answer. There are several. You could become, join a multinational, you could become an entrepreneur, you could become a teacher. Several answers. No one single right answer. Right? Then emphasize the judgment. Is it good? Is it bad? There's no good or bad. You want to emphasize on a decision. How to take that decision? You want to be ambiguous. It's easy. There's no one right decision. The same student, what will she do in the future? Will the future be smooth? Will there be enough scope for me to grow and perform and be, have a satisfying career? She doesn't know. The future is ambiguous. The students are actually entering the problem. No observation. What is the problem? How I can improve? What I can improve? In this case, I facilitate. I help the student take a decision. I don't just become and say,
ಎಲ್ಲರದು ಅದಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರ್ಯಾರ್ದು ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಅವರೇ ನಮ್ಮ ಹೆಸರು
they are not interested, they don't know what they do very much. Let's not dismiss Gen Z. They are not anti-passive consumption. It's not that they want to something I think applicable to the group out here. I'm sure you have your own views. If I were you, I'm sure that you're relating to your own students when I'm talking this way. So it's not that you are anti-passive communication. Again, industry itself, there is no one single line distinction. I worked, actually I have been in Larsen & Toubro and Bevel for about 40 years and I've been teaching for about 10 years. So industry is very easy and very ambiguous. Don't think industry, everything is working, fit bad, like 9 o'clock to 9 o'clock, it's not like that. 9 can be 9:30, 9 can be 8:30, either way. And case teaching is simulating managerial reality. So it's going to the nearest, what is the actual situation, and helping the students to recount and try and understand. Okay. When I walked into a classroom, 60 students, all laptops ready. Everybody, I thought it was a wonderful lecture, just like I'm thinking now. Everybody began with the slides, okay? And everybody just started looking at me, exactly as is happening now. And silence. So I don't know if I call it the silence is a good way or a bad way. Professor Manjunath can be analyzed. If this happens to you and you are lecturing to Gen Z, there's something wrong. Okay? So what should we do? You say, give them a problem. Forget about the slides. Let's have a problem. LNT has lost a major infrastructure bid last year. LNT, you all know, technically they are extremely good. They built the Bangalore airport is built by them. The metro, wherever they are traveling, that contact is going to LNT. So LNT is normally very much involved in very high-tech kind of work. I've got some pictures and show LNT products. Now, if such a company loses a major infrastructure bid, what's wrong? Why has it lost a major bid? Not for cost, or cost also could be marginally higher. So, if you were on the board of LNT, whom would you blame? You don't really have the answers. Who's to blame? You are on the board of LNT. You are on the board of LNT. You lost a bid. Whom to blame? And LNT is one of the most technologically advanced in India. I don't think I'll come to the products. Let me come to the products first. See, this is what they do. For the Chandrayaan, they made critical fuel vessels. There is one Sardar Patel statue. This is also made by LNT. This, I think, is one of the tallest statue in India.
Yes.
I believe all the planes, the captains, the pilots, they're able to identify where they are looking at this statue. So, I don't think they are looking at LNT's capability. Right? And yet, why did they lose a bid? Metro, 6,500 crore package, Bangalore Metro. Why have they not been given the order? Yeah? What would you like to say? Or who would like to say?
What's the issue with analyzing of the market competition, technology?
Maybe competition has become stronger and LNT did not know, but that I think LNT can always get the answers. Yeah, what else? Possible. We are just going to what you call first step is brainstorming. So maybe analysis of competition was wrong. Yeah, what did you say? That's right.
If you have underestimated the abilities of competitors.
Exactly, not gauged competition, right? Yeah, this happens to me at St. Joseph's. Yes. You will answer me. What have you got to answer from there? What went wrong? What would you do? Whom would you sack whom? So basically, what Mr. Manjunath and Mr. Commissioner said is, you will sack the person who made the bid because they didn't analyze competition correctly. Is that what you're all saying? What is these two groups saying? Yeah?
Political
Political factors. Yes, I think to a large extent, politics enters these kind of bids. Yeah, let's discuss that more. That's a good point. Yeah.
Hypocrisy. Hypocrisy is also there.
In the sense, they don't really care about the best. So that's basically political again.
So there might be communication gap
Oh yeah, that's a good point. The communication gap between who?
between tender and
That means I didn't understand. Okay? But then according to Madam here, that person who's in charge of it should be sacked. I think person should be sacked, person should be sacked, let me decide. Person should be sacked. So is that what all of you feel? I have an answer from that group. 5 people.
Chapter obligations.
In what sense?
Operational constraints.
That means they're not faithful to the bid? No. See, what happens is